channel. So today guys, we're going to be talking about Terraria 1.3 update and when it's going to be coming to console. We're also going to be hosting an all-item world, so we're going to be doing that. I'm going to post it up on my community very quickly, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about some information that has come that the developers have said and made multiple videos on. I'll also tell you some things that's also going to be added into the 1.3 update that at least I wasn't expecting. Alright, posting it up in my community. And here we go. Yo, we already got 2 people in here. What is up? I'm quiet. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me fix my audio. I have some trash friends that kind of tell me my audio is quiet, so I mean too loud. Alright, is that better? But let me put the messages on the screen. Alright. There we go. That better? Alright. So, first things first about the 1.3 update. We'll go with the release date last. But first things first that I wasn't expecting is the menu is changing. So, the thing at the top is single player, then it's multiplayer, then it's tutorial, and then there's this thing called accomplishments. It's like basically a different type of achievements, but that way if you complete all the achievements there's an accomplishments tab, and there's some easy ones and they get harder and harder as you go on. So what those accomplishments are is, like, let's say mine a piece of stone or whatever, start mining, that's an accomplishment. To get some wood, that's an accomplishment. So they're pretty much achievements, but there's a little bit different ones than achievements, a little bit easier and a little bit hard. There's also another tab that is the help and options. Of course, the leaderboard is still there, but help and options is the coolest tab by far. There's all kinds of new options. There's like gameplay, there's all kinds of different stuff. On the gameplay tab, your little cursor that you can change, like if you click the R3 button, if you change that to that mode, the building mode, to where your cursor's small and you can choose where you want to take it, you can change the color of that. So it's awesome. You can also, like, you see the background, the screen, how it's moving and stuff. And it moves whenever you get to different biomes. You can change that, how fast it changes, or you can make it not change at all. So it's only one solid thing. There's just a whole bunch of little options and a lot of sick options. Now there is a video. I will tell you where I've gotten all this information from. It is from the game developers themselves. And it's a menu overview. But first, let's go ahead and get into a all-item world. If you guys want to join, go ahead and follow the rules at the bottom of the screen. Alright. We'll do the dynamite world here. So, hold up. Alright, so of course, you know, there's all the new armor being added. There's a lot more armor than just this. There's a lot of sick armor being added. A lot of sick swords, yo-yos are being added and implemented upon the game. There's all kinds of new stuff being added. And I will have all that stuff in a world at some point. Not instantly. but I'll have to go into another item or get this stuff and travel it to my new 1.3 world. But what else? Okay, so the release date, it is even on the Terraria forums, like the website, and the release date is, the release date I was saying, April, the end of April to the beginning of May. I got that part right, but it is Q2 of 2017. If you don't know what a Q are, basically a Q is the first 3 months. There's 4 Qs, I think, or however many. So Q1, January, February, March, and then Q2 is April, May, June. So Q2, April, May, and then June. So it's coming out, people are saying, at the end of May to the beginning of June. That area. Either that or it'll be out before the end of June. So it'll come out over summer break from school. So that's a good thing. Let me tell you guys now, I will be getting all of it. Like, as soon as... is my game open? Hold up. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright. But, that's pretty much all the information we have now. They showed a little bit of the tutorial. They didn't show any solid gameplay, though. All they showed is the menu, like the menu showcase. So let me just pull up the video real quick, and then I'll put it in the thing. They didn't say a thing in the video, though, but it is made by Pipeworks, so. First of all, actually, you need to follow the rules at the bottom of the screen. Alright, alright, give me a second. Let me get this link. And there you go. That's the link if you guys want to watch the video. That basically is a beginning to end menu showcase. So, actually, bomb 1. Nah. Nah, what? But if you guys want to watch the link, that is the link to the video. Basically what it is it's basically Pipeworks Studios going over the front end menu. What that menu is, it's not like no mod video, it's basically just this menu. Oh yeah guys, and it is big information about it. It is the PC guide. Now it is still in development, they said. They're still working on it. There's a lot of errors, like there's 2 auto saves in the settings options and stuff. Like there's a little bit of errors and stuff. They're still fixing it up, but they showed a little bit of a development in mid development. And this menu, this isn't gonna, well, I don't know if this will be here, but this isn't gonna be here. None of this, it's gone. This whole entire thing, how it covers your whole screen, it's the PC guide. So this will be in the top left of your screen, and then at the bottom, I wish I could like show you like point, but it doesn't work like that, but like underneath of the hotbar, a little bit lower than my potions, go down a little bit, kind of where those villagers are in the bottom left, down there, there'll be, that's how you craft or whatever. Whenever you open your inventory, there'll be a crafting guide over there. And then to the right, where the armor is, all the way against the right screen though, there will be a equipable slots, like your armor and stuff. But the cooler thing is, which I think's sick, you know how you have to carry your, you know, your grapple hook in your inventory and your main stuff. You have to carry that in your inventory, your pets and stuff. Well, you don't have to do that anymore because there's also a slot for them, so you don't have to carry them in your inventory and waste up space. So that's really sick as well. So they're giving you some more space. It's just the PC guy, and then this little circle thing, you can change the color of it, and in this mode you can change the color of it as well. you can there's a lot of settings you can change. Just watch that video if you guys want to see like the front end menu guide. It's really sick. We've been waiting for it for a while. It's coming out end of May, beginning of June, so we're almost there. And guys, I'm pretty much out of school because next week we have like Olympics and just school event stuff, which I'm not going to. So when does 1.3 come out? 1.3 comes out Q2 of 2017, and I look it up. Q2 is basically like every 3 months. So Q1 is January, February, March. Q2 is April, May, and then June. So it's coming out end of May, beginning of June, because they already did the front to end menu guide. So basically all it is just all kinds of sick options and stuff. They just show the menu, and it's still in development. So they said they still have to work on it. It's already in the system that they're working on it or whatever. But I think it's gonna be awesome once it comes out. So there's a lot of stuff being added. There's a lot more stuff than I thought. They're making it look like PC, like this little thing up here, like this won't pop up on the screen anymore. You can still like, because it takes you out of the game pretty much. Like you can still be moving around while you're in your inventory or something. I don't know how it works, but it's just in the top left, and then when you open your inventory, there'll be the 3 other slots, or yeah, the 3 other slots. You can go down 3 more times. Just watch the video, it's sick. The thing I'm most excited for is the menu, actually, like going down more. It looks so sick. It looks exactly like PC. It's zoomed out a lot more though. I don't know if they'll still have the zooming feature or not. They didn't show much stuff about it other than the menu, and the menu is really sick. People are getting some items, getting prepared for it. I did invite Ashley already, so but she's not in here. But it's sick. I definitely cannot wait. Just thought I'd hop on this morning because I was watching a lot of it, guys. I'm telling you now, I was watching all kinds of 1.3 videos last night. I saw that video came out. As soon as it came out, I watched it. I was gathering up all kinds of information. I went on the Terraria website, and it's on there. It's coming out Q2. I looked up what Q2 is, January, and then it's March, April, and then May. I mean, April, May, and then June. It's confusing how it works, but so then I woke up and I was like, should I make a video or a stream? I'm just like, I'll do a stream just because I haven't hosted in a while, and a lot of people in my community, it's like, yo, host, what happened to the daily Item Worlds? I was like, sorry, man. It's also hard because I'm the only person on that community that hosts. So if you guys host all Item Worlds, then make sure to let me know, and I'll make you a mod on my Terraria community. And I still have that account that I'm going to be giving away. At some point, guys, I know I'm getting a lot of stuff for that. You're my favorite YouTuber. Yeah, dude. Puff is literally like, I was in class, and then like my last period, 8th period, was it was a computer, it was math enrichment, but we get on computers all day, and since it's the end of the year, we can just play games and stuff. So I went on Social Blade, and I was watching your live sub count, and then I saw your thing go to 800. I'm like, yeah, dude. So I tweeted it out, like, blah blah blah, because literally at my school now, every game that people play, because there's this one game called Town of Salem. It's really sick, but they blocked it. Same thing with like Roblox. They even blocked cool math games. It's not really educational, but they blocked everything. They blocked everything on it. So I was just like sitting here. I'm just like, there has to be a patch for this. There's a patch on my phone and a VPN works. So I was thinking, I was just like, what if I get a VPN? So I secretly installed a VPN on the computer. I just went to like Google downloads and then added the extension, so it wasn't really a full download. It was just like me adding an extension, and I did that, and then it worked. Everyone was like, "What the heck? How are you on that? How are you on that?" Then I showed my friend Tony, who's also like really smart with computers and stuff, but he didn't know nothing about a VPN. So I put it on his, and they're like, "How are you guys on that?" And I'm just like, "Give me $1, I'll show you how." He's like, "That's a stupid deal, just to play one game." I'm just like, "Actually, it lets you on every single game, because it unblocks everything, because it changes your IP. So like, you can legit get on freaking Facebook and Twitter, or you can get on anything." But next year, I know what I'm gonna do. Between summer, I'm gonna study all kinds of like stuff about like how to hack the computers and stuff. That way, they block the site next year. Get a VPN, probably what I want. They'll probably find some way to freaking block that once they figure out that's the main reason I'm not telling anybody. It's because then they'll go tell their friends and it'll spread, and then the school will have to do something about a VPN to like block Google or something, so you can't do that. So it's the only reason I'm not doing it. It's not to be rude and like, "Yeah, dude, pay me $1," because I don't want it to be a gunner and be dead forever. I just cannot wait for 1.3. It's been the longest wait, like, in the universe. Same thing with Terraria Other Worlds. Like, I don't even think that's gonna be a thing. On a school computer, I made a fake virus. I thought about doing that once, but my school's very freaking strict. So, like, honestly, if I was to go on, like, I don't even know, if I was to go on, like, puppy.com or some crap, I don't know, just a random website that's like not even like bobby.com, it literally just has a picture of it literally just has text saying Bobby. If I was to go on that for half a second, you get like ISS and school suspension, and you're sent to the office. It's honestly like, my school is so strict because we went on this one field trip. I made a video on it. We went to a haunted prison, and Moundsville prison or whatever, and it was like the worst field trip 7th grade did, because apparently we were allowed on the bus and it was the trash and stuff, so we weren't allowed to go any more field trips. And then my friend, I'm not even gonna say his name, brought in a Carolina Reaper. I made a video about that in my school's torture video. Brought a Carolina Reaper in. People chose to eat it. It was originally one person, and then he broke it up into a whole bunch of pieces, changed it to other people, and I'm just like, it's honestly their fault. It's not even my friend's fault. But they ate it and then spread it into 2 million pieces, gave it to more people, and then just spread it around, and then people started eating it and touching their eyes. I'm like, what makes you the urge to touch your eyes? I wouldn't even care about my eyes. Like, honestly, it wasn't even hot for them, though. Everyone was saying it wasn't even hot, but also because like there was the small Carolina Reaper, and it wasn't like they didn't have the full thing, so they had no seeds in it. Yeah, I remember all the bits you're talking about. Yeah, I can't wait for 1.3. Probably after this stream, I'll play some Origins or Nox. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really played a lot of it lately, like during the school week. Now, since it's a weekend, I'm probably gonna grind it. Probably stream this for like 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not gonna do a full hour length. eating a pizza lunchable. Yummy. Oh yeah, and there's a rumor going around that the people at the developers of the game or whatever are like whenever 1.3 comes out, that since it's not going to be in the I don't know how to explain it. Since it's not going to be in the game, it's in the coding, but it's not like in the game. There's a thing everyone's saying. It's like it's going to remove red wings from everywhere in your game. But that's just a rumor. I don't know if it's exactly true, but hoping it's not. Wait, what? I just realized, how did I get my head in a 1 block gap? How is this possible? I just realized that. Look, you can't just go like this. If I go here, if I start here, and go down. That makes no sense. I'm in a 1 block. Today I just found a short animation video where the character glitches and in his description it says he learned from Pop Fizz. Wait, what? Who sent you? Sent me it? Oh, you sent me it. I want to watch that. Devil glitch. Ooh. Check my cartoon animation made with Flippico. I got a tutorial who helped me kind of this. My senpai Master Poffice. Check out his channel. Sorry, I don't have his web URL in the description, but I got it all from Poffice. Jeez. How did you find that? Yo, that's sick. When did you say you're opening this world, bro? Oh, it's open right now. You can join my community. It's called Terraria Daily All Items Worlds. And if you join it, you can join anytime I host. I looked up Pop Fizz, scrolled down past all my videos. Jeez. He has like all kinds of stuff. Thanks, not doing this. He got like a little animation for 20 subs here. Spells combo. Is this a game or is this an animation? Daily vid. Nice. You should make like, since you like for your 500 you made a animation for it, you should make a animation for 1,000 subs, and it should be like a long like movie, not long, but just like 1 minute, 2 minute thing of like how your life goes, like you waking up, going to school, coming home, and then like you react to it. Like you're like, oh my gosh, 1,000 subs. Like you go to school and then you have like an animated guy like sitting at a desk with his head down with that, while there's like a teacher in the front, like waving a water on at a board, going yeah yeah yeah. That'd be funny. And then you like have a little bus drive off, and then you off of it, and you walk into a house, and then you walk up the stairs or whatever, and then to your pro gaming setup, and they're like, oh my god, 1,000 subscribers. When did you say I looked the stream is lit world. I'll definitely do something like that for 1,000. Yeah. Word. Jeez, I'm getting riffed. What is up, Frost, please? If you want to join in, follow the rules at the bottom of the screen. We'll do an invite. Oh no, we'll do open today because, yeah. I'm not hosting that long, guys. I just want to share some information with you guys. I'll repeat the information again, just so the newcomers in the stream right now will know. Remember your clown hunting video? Yeah, I remember that, dude. But, guys, so, information. They made a menu, front to end, exploring pretty much. It shows the menu. There's single player, multiplayer, tutorial, accomplishments, which is basically like achievements, but a little bit easier and a little bit hard. So like getting wood and stuff, like a little bit easy, but a little bit hard. So if you're a competitive player just to like to get the achievements and you want a challenge, that is for you. There's also a lot of new options to where like in gameplay, if you look up at the top where those clouds are moving, you can make them not move if you want. It's just a little thing, or you can make them move faster. Also, you can change the color of like your circle cursor, your plus cursor here. You can change the color of this. Those are like the only things I remember right now. But if you guys want, just look up 1.3 Terraria console. And then it's like the first video made by Blind Spot or whatever their name is. I completely forget now. Studios. It's menu front to end. There's like a boy and a girl in the bottom right corner with like a green screen in the background. So it's like they don't have a background or whatever. How do I join the world? You're on. How do I join the world? You're on now. At the bottom of the screen, you have to subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and then put your PS in the chat. But the release date is on the Terraria forums website, and what it says is it comes out Q2 2017, and what Q2 is Q1 is January, February, March, Q2 is April, May, June, and then July, August, September, October, November, December. So there's 4 Qs, and they're basically the different seasons, and it's every 3 months. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. There's 4 Qs. So the second Q, it's either coming out at the end of May, beginning of April, beginning of June. And if it's not beginning of June, it'll be before June ends. So either way, guys, we're getting it in a month, so we're good to go. Hopefully Q2. Yeah, it's good. It says Q2 on the website. So, and they've held it back for a long time. They've already showed the menu and the thing up here. It's the PC guide. So this won't be a thing anymore. All these tabs will be gone. Especially the inventory, it'll be a drop down. So as soon as you do that, where your hotbar is now, I just imagine 3 other spots under your hotbar here. That's what it's going to look like. And then the crafting is going to be where that nurse is down there. The nurse and the guide. Like, it's going to be down there area, in the bottom left. It'll be down there. And you can, that's the crafting area. And then the right side, there's going to be equipables, so armor, wings, all this stuff over here. Star reels, wings, blah blah blah, jester. But also the cool thing is you know your grapple hooks, how it takes up your inventory space and stuff, and your pets. Well, now what you can do is there's also a armor spot for that. Not armor, but like an equipable spot for that. But they're also adding a whole bunch of swords, armor, you know, all that good stuff. So it's gonna be lit out here. Hyped. hyped. I know. I'm pretty hyped as well. It's gonna be lit. I can't wait for it to come out. I will definitely have it in my item world pretty soon at some point. As soon as it comes out, I'll have to go into another item world to get some. But it's gonna be very, very, very hard to get into a game. It's gonna be easy to find a game, but not to get in a game. It'll be so lit. King 1012. Yeah. This is gonna be the biggest update for console, I think, like the most popular update, because there's a lot more stuff being added than I thought there was. There's a lot of stuff. Like, there's this one thing, it's called, like, I think it's the last prism or pyramid or something. It's basically like a little pyramid, and it uses mana, but you hold it in and it charges up like a freaking beam, and it's a big like rainbow beam. It does so much damage. I'm gonna make Terraria mobile videos once 1.3 is out for mobile. Yeah, I think 1.3 comes out as soon as the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One comes out as well. So I think it's the same date, but I don't know. But I'm thinking about that too. I'll make mobile and that would be insane. Yeah, it comes out after summer. It'll be sick. No matter when it comes out, it's the biggest update yet. Even though they already have it for PC, they have the coding and stuff, so I don't understand why they couldn't just bring the coding over to the PS4 or console. I don't understand why they couldn't do that. How'd you go? I don't understand why they couldn't have done that. But I was trying to get all this information tonight for you guys, that way I could share it in the morning. I didn't know if I wanted to make a video or stream, but I figured I'll just do a stream because we haven't streamed in a while. Terraria. I have Terraria Pocket Edition now. Yep. I've had it before. I haven't bought it, but I've Apple device, so I can. And it's jailbroken, so I can just get all that stuff for free. But I'm really bored, so I'm gonna just watch the stream. Alright, thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna pull up some more information on my phone here so I can read off the menu to you guys. And if you want the video, just type in 1.3 Terraria console. It's like the first video. It says a boy and a girl on the bottom of the screen. I don't want to put links because people don't really trust links. I wouldn't trust them either, and I have no problem about that, because there's a lot of ratting out here. If you don't know what that is, it's basically you click a link and get their IP address, their location, and stuff. It's kind of scary what you click on, so make sure you be careful what you click on. I'm going to make a video on this soon because I think it's an important topic. But when is the release? The release is Q2 2017. What Q is every 3 months. So January, February, March. The second one is April, May, and then June. So it's in May, end of May, beginning of June. And if it's not beginning of June, then it's the
which the banner is of our stronger.
Then it's the beginning of. It'll be the end of June, but it is around that area. It'll be here at least at the end of June. So I'm going to pull up the video here. How do you get Nepture's shell? I have no idea. Alright, so the stuff in the menu. So the first thing that pops up is single player, multiplayer, tutorial, accomplishments, leaderboards, and settings. So I'm pretty sure they go into settings here. Alright. So the first thing that you see in settings is general, video, cursor color, volume, controls, and back. As soon as you click settings. So go ahead and listen to this video.
We'll get to them when we can. We'll get to as many of them as we can. But we're going to get through this first. We have enough settings now that we need to categorize them. Starting with general, you'll see a few familiar options and a lot of new ones. Autosave is works the same way as it did before, saving the game every 10 minutes, so you don't have to worry about losing your progress if you accidentally have to turn off your system or something. It's going to save every 10 minutes, so you don't have to exit the game in order for your progress to be saved. You'll notice it's actually on here twice. That's a bug. Again, that comes with the territory of being a game in development. That's what happens.
Yes.
It's in the system, though. Don't worry. We're on it. Auto pause is a fantastic new single-player function that works as it does in PC. For those unfamiliar, the auto pause function will pause the rest of the game whenever you're talking to an NPC or you have your inventory open. So when you're in the middle of battle, if you need to switch something around or talk to an NPC in the middle of battle, you won't get hit.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And you can
So, if you didn't understand, the auto pause is basically kind of like Minecraft, where whenever you pause game right here, the whole game will pause. That's only if you're in solo, though. So you will not get hit. If you're in multiplayer, of course, you can't pause a game online. So, or if you go into a NPC. So let's go over here to an NPC. Let's say there's all kinds of stuff coming after me. I want to just do something to an NPC. I just want to be like, hey, dude, what's up? So it's a shop. The whole game will pause in the background, so nothing can hit you and nothing will go on in the background while you're shopping, and you can mind your own business while nothing's hitting you. So then you can do your own thing, so you can have that on or off. So you don't have to have it on if you don't like it.
turn it off too. It's off right now. You can turn it on or off, so whatever you prefer. You're probably familiar with pickup text from the previous versions, but in case you forgot, this will toggle whether text describing items you pick up pops up as you gather them. And map enabled, or disabled,
That was here before.
disabled, gives you control over whether the mini-map shows up or not. Oh yeah, you're going to have a mini-map now versus just full screen mapping.
So it is like the PC. There's going to be a mini map in the top right of the screen. So instead of having this map where you have to check every couple seconds to where you are, there'll be a mini map at the top right. Once again, you do not have to have it on if you don't want it on.
And 4, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. So smart cursor determines whether or not the smart cursor function is active. The existing console version had a smart cursor, but we thought it could be a little bit closer to PC. So we worked with Realese to replace it with a PC authentic smart cursor. The smart cursor in our build will function like in the PC version, with a circle indicating a context-appropriate action that you will take if you press the action button. And to coincide with all the new events coming with our update, the event progress bar option will let you toggle whether the progress bar is on, off, or if it disappears after a few seconds if no enemies have been defeated. Finally, you will know how close you are to knocking off that pesky goblin army.
So if you have a Goblin Army or a Frost Legion or something, there is going to be a progress bar. I don't know where it'll be, on the top, bottom, left, or right of the screen, middle of the screen. I don't know. Most likely at the top, above your inventory, or above the middle of it, most likely. But basically what it does is, so when you have a Frost Legion or something, let's say someone calls it in, or you call it in, you don't know how close you are to done, because usually, me and my friends are doing it, or whatever, whenever we're starting off a legit world, and we're sitting there, and we're like, oh my gosh, is this ever going to end? There's going to be a progress bar. You can enable it, you can disable it, you can also put it to the timed setting. What timed does is it basically disappears after a couple of seconds, so that you won't have to worry about it getting in the way or whatever. I don't understand what that reasoning is unless you want it, but that's the thing. 1.3 will come out, and thank you so much for subscribing. 1.3 comes out the end of May, beginning of June this year. So it'll be here pretty soon. We're just going over what's going to be in the menu right now. There's a lot new settings. You know how right now there's nothing like settings, help and options, settings. This is all. There's actual menus. So there's like gameplay, cursor mode. There's all kinds of menus of it. Settings now. There's so much settings.
Alright, and to go with that, blood and gore setting will toggle whether you want to see your screen littered with gibs when you defeat enemies, or if you'd prefer a less gruesome puff of smoke. So, if you're squeamish, turn it off. If you want to see all that blood, turn it on.
Oh, yeah.
Highlight new items is a fantastic new feature. If you turn it on, newly picked up items
this
will
is
be
a really
highlighted
sick
in your
one.
inventory until you select them. Very useful for sorting through your loot at the end of a long spelunky roam, but in case you don't like
Yes,
it,
I have a
turn it off.
PS4. That's what I'm playing on right now.
Alright, we're going to go back here.
So, what that does, basically, blood and gore, of course, if you don't want blood and gore or violence in it, blood, no blood, then you can turn that off, and then if you want it on, then you can turn it on, of course. And then the highlighted new items features are really sick. So let's say, I have these items in my inventory. Let's say I go exploring. Let's say I go down here. Ooh, I got this out of a chest in the dungeon. Cool. So whenever I fill up my inventory or whatever, I go back to my base to empty my chest out, I'll know what's new because it'll be highlighted, and I'll know what's not new. So I know that I need all these, so it's easier to source, so they can just grab, and not accidentally go like this, putting my good stuff in the chest that you need. So that's really cool. I don't have Xbox One. Alright, so now the video tab, you have parallax. This is what I was talking about. So I'm going to let this guy explain this because he explains it better.
First option will let you determine how quickly the background scrolls in relation to the amount of space your character has traversed in the foreground while you walk. That's a mouthful, but basically it means if it's a 0, the background's not going to move at all, and you really notice this in the underground biomes. If it's at 100, you'll notice the background scrolling quite a bit in relation, so it kind of gives this cool sense of movement. I like it up high. Some people might not. So that's an option that you have. And going back out, lighting will let you switch between the same lighting presets the Relogic PC version has. No longer will you have to look at your PC friends that have trippy, color, white, and retro lighting with envy.
Yes.
So basically you can change your lighting just like the PC. They're pretty much basing this off the Relogic version of the PC. So now you can have the trippy white and retro lighting on the, like you have on the PC.
If you ever thought the background looked too good, you're like, I hate trees, I hate mountains, don't need them. Boop, they're off, they're gone. You don't need them. Turn on, turn it off. Do whatever you want to do. There it goes. Woo!
So you also have a
I
background.
think it's an awesome new.
You have to look at your PC friends.
One second. You have a background setting. So what it does is, but I'm gonna stay in the stream. I'll go for a bit, but I'm gonna stay stream. Alright. But basically what it does is you can turn your background off. Like the background now, you see the trees in the background over here. You see those trees, you can turn them off if you really want to. I don't understand the point of it, because it kind of looks stupid without a background, but you can turn it off.
If you ever thought the background looked too good, you're like, I hate trees, I hate mountains, don't need them. Boop, they're off, they're gone. You
And
don't need
basically, it's just like a black, bluish black background. That's all it is. It's really
them.
weird.
It's an awesome new feature, and it's just fun to mess with.
And then, of course, you can go back to the next settings and the cursor colors here.
Controls. Pipeworks has worked with Relogic to make some major changes to controls for console users. First off, you got custom controls. You can rebind your controller buttons to whatever functions you want. You can fly. You can be free. In case you feel like you need a more structured version of the game, you can go over to Redigit's Pick. Straight from the mind of the creator, this is the preferred controller binding of Redigit himself. And
So, Redigit has his own preferred control settings. You can choose his settings if you would like. You can also make custom, so if you ever wanted to use square to jump, you can choose that. If you want to use R2 to to turn to cursor mode, you can do that. If you want to use the triangle to go left and X to go right on this thing, you can change anything to that you prefer
Creature of Habit.
through the
We also included
bindings
the classic
of the key
console binding,
bindings.
where we have tried to best match the previous version of the controller scheme from Xbox and PlayStation.
So, really quick, let's scroll down to the bottom, or go back into controls. levels, and let's scroll. Let's give them a sneak peek. Oh yeah, look at all that stuff.
Okay.
All right, let's pop back out. We're gonna take a look at accomplishments or cursor color.
Oh yeah, you
Why
know
don't we
what?
show cursor color?
We skipped over
Alright,
this.
now cursor color, you can change your cursor color from red, orange, blue, purple, red, green, purple, lime, like it's like a little, like a thing you can go from left to right to change the color, and then there's an alpha, so you can change the brightness of it, and then there's a color enhancer or whatever, so you can pretty much just find the exact color you want in your cursor. Right here will be that color.
Yep.
So now they show some of the accomplishments here. I can't really see them on the screen because it's very small, but there's a lot of them. I say there's at least 100, at least 100 to 150. There's a lot of them. Maybe not that many, but you can scroll down quite a bit.
So we are really looking forward to seeing how quickly you guys can polish this list off, and we think that there's something both for veteran players and for new players. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff to go through.
Yep, and last but not least, we're going to dive into the tutorial.
Right.
So you guys can see the new UI. I know you guys have been aching to see this, so I hope you're excited.
Yes.
Here we go. Whoop!
So it looks exactly like PC now. There's a mini map at the top right. It shows your life. There's like a little thing just like the PC, so it's like whatever out of 200, whatever out of 300, how many hearts you have.
Through this a little bit, see what you guys think.
Oh yeah.
And again, this is very similar to the tutorial that you've. If you get hurt, you'll heal over time. You can also use food or healing potions, just for accomplishments. We're gonna have to have it in your inventory all the time. You can put it over there.
Alright, so listen to this part. This is the inventory information.
Castle in the sky. Terraria is full of monsters, especially at night. Luckily, there are many weapons you can find to help you. If you get hurt, you will heal over time. You can also use food or healing potions, just like before. Not changing any of the core gameplay. It's still the game you know and love.
Yeah.
All right, we got a gel. Let's gather some wood. We know how to do this.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Chop it. Chop it.
Chop the tree.
Chop, 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 chop the tree. All right, woo, we got some wood. And see right down there, that's one of the accomplishment pop-ups.
Yeah.
Again, this is not finalized. We don't know if it's going to look like that in the end, but you can see it there.
It's basically just like a little square that appears on the bottom of the screen telling you
Check
which
out your
accomplishment that you earned. It's very
we're
small
gonna
though.
we're gonna keep playing though.
Yeah.
Use blah 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 to move between the slots. Blah 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 being the D-pad.
And here's the inventory UI.
That's right.
This is probably different than what you're used to, unless you're a PC veteran. But yeah, but this is as Liz said, basically one-to-one with the PC UI, or as close as we could get. We're pretty happy with it.
That's right. And we actually also, I know people have been asking about this. We do have the equipment slots right over here. And check it out. If you hit this little chain right there, they have pet slots, light pet slots, minecart slots, mount slots, and grappling hook slots. So you don't have to have it in your inventory all the time. You can put it over there, and you can dye them too.
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to get a bat, and I'm going to dye it. Not right now, but I'm excited.
Blue bat.
Blue bat. To permanently delete an item, move it to the trash slots right here. And then this is a little bit different. We've got the crafting menu, which is very much like, oh, hold on, I gotta follow the tutorial. Here I am. Press O to continue. Press Y until you switch to the crafting. So this is the crafting menu. Just like the PC version, you actually scroll up and down. It's not in a separate menu that you have to stop your gameplay and not see anything on the screen. It's right there. You can check out the recipes right there. Do whatever. You know what? I play this all the time. You go ahead and play a little
Sure.
bit.
I'm gonna make a torch.
There you go. You did it. Yeah, if you want to check out more about the recipe's ingredients, you can look at the ingredients by using the D-pad when you're over the recipe itself.
I'm gonna go off the rails, Liz.
What? No!
That's right.
No!
Oh my God.
You gotta follow the rails!
Breaking
Oh, there's
things.
another accomplishment.
Yeah.
See, a lot of them are easy to do, and again, a lot of them do also kind of double up on the achievements or trophies that you get, but so many of them are brand new. It's really satisfying to just unlock a bunch of them.
I know. It's the culture we live in. Even if you've already done something, if someone tells you you did a good job for doing it, it just feels good.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Good job. I'm gonna commit a cardinal sin.
You can't do that.
I just
You
did.
can't do that.
Yeah, you're right. You're not supposed to. This is not a house worth living in. Smash.
But that's basically all what is in the video. If you guys want to see the pure gameplay and see it yourself, it's made by Pipeworks Studio. You can either go Pipeworks Space Studio, or you can just type in Terraria 1.3 console update, and it is the front end menu showcase. So, does anyone here have Xbox One edit on Xbox One edition? No, yeah, I don't have that. But I am going to end the stream here. I give you all the information one last time. It is coming out at the end of May, beginning of June. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. Make sure you guys also, in the comment section down below, put your favorite thing and what you're most hyped for of the Terraria update. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, your poll. I don't know where the poll is. This isn't my world. This is Dynamite's world. Lucky you commented right there. Hold up, let me look at probably in this chest actually. Bye. Alright, see ya, Frost. I'm trying to find this poll for this guy real quick. End of May, can't wait. Me either. Hopefully it's end of May, not end of June. Because Terraria, especially, they like to extend things. If you haven't heard, there's a new game called Terraria Otherworlds. You can look up some videos of that. It's basically a better version of Terraria, better graphics and stuff. But that's supposed to come out like 2 years ago, but they never did anything for it. I have no idea where the poles are, dude. I know they're definitely down here. This is all furniture. If anything, they'd be right here, but they're not. I have no idea where they are, because yeah, like I said, this isn't my world. This is of course Dynamite's world that I downloaded. If anything, I think they'd be in this chest, and somebody already took them. Alright, bro, you're good. I'm good. Did you get them? Alright. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Once again, turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. Make sure to subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, I said it like 423 times. Hey, don't forget, keep slaying.